How about them Cowboys?
Angry Cowboys fan, born to battle. Star on our chest means we never sell. America's team through thick and thin. When the star shines bright, that's when we win. Angry Cowboys fan.
What's going on, Cowboys Nation and Angry Cowboys fans around the world? Y'all know who it is. It's your man, the Angry Cowboys fan. And Cowboys Nation, today is the day where the Dallas Cowboys show what we're made of against a desperate Detroit Lions team. A team that's in the same boat as our Dallas Cowboys. A team that's looking to end our playoff aspiration. It's Thursday Night Football, Cowboys Nation. Two hungry teams that look to make it into the playoffs. But on this morning's episode of Good Morning Football, Kyle Brandt had a specific message for Dan Campbell and his Detroit Lions. So we're going to take a listen to the two clips that I got for y'all. Then y'all know what we're going to do. We're going to come back and unpack this raw and uncut. So, Angry Cowboys fans, let's take a listen to what Kyle Brandt of Good Morning Football had to say.
The headline tonight for me is, this is a big old gut check night for Dan Campbell. You are a 7-5 team. You need a win bad. The Cowboys need a win bad. You both need it. So who wants it? I look at the Lions, injuries, it's not pretty. I look at Detroit, it's 12 degrees outside today. It's also not pretty. But this is a team that's supposed to be not pretty. This is a team that is supposed to live in the unpretty. Anybody can front run, guys. Anybody fly up and down the field. You chant the quarterback's name. You run fun little trick plays. We've seen the Lions when they're leading. Tonight, we see them when they're bleeding. And I want to see how they come out on this field. Big Dan Campbell night tonight, because let's do a little check-in right now. Let's check in with Dan Campbell's old coordinators. Ben Johnson. How's life right now since you left Detroit? How's it going? Not just on top of the division, ladies and gentlemen, on top of the conference. All right, but you might know that. Aaron Glenn, you ran the defense last year. You took off. How's it going for you, Aaron Glenn? You're coaching who? Yep. Guess what, folks? The facts are, over the last 5 games, the Jets have won more games than the Lions.
Oh, boy.
That's where we're at in 2025. Lately, the Lions have been losing to the teams that matter and surviving on the teams that don't.
Okay, I see what's going on. Good Morning Football. Kyle Brandt wants to give the Detroit Lions this whole pregame pep talk. He wants to fire up the Detroit Lions, fire them up just enough to beat the Dallas Cowboys tonight. I get it. With every one Dallas Cowboys fan, you're going to have like 4 Dallas Cowboys haters. And I don't want to hear that, oh, he ain't hating, he's just speaking the truth. Well, if he was speaking the truth, he would have said something about both teams, right? He would have been prepping up both teams, right? Well, you know, it is what it is, Cowboys Nation. First one hated, last one's congratulated. Hey, I got that from Lou's Takes. But anyway, jumping into the last clip, Kyle Brandt continues his Remember the Titans type of pregame speech to the Detroit Lions. So let's go ahead and take a listen to that so we can come back and unpack this raw and uncut.
One last thing also, it's not just that the Lions aren't playing great. In the media, I get the feeling that they're kind of played out. We've done the Lions thing for a couple years. It's fun. We do Campbell impressions. We talk about Metallica. It's been fun. It's been fresh. You know what's fun and fresh now? The Cowboys, the Dallas Cowboys. And I would say to the Lions, most of the media and the entirety of ESPN are on their knees praying that the Cowboys win tonight, that you lose. No doubt about it. My friends at Amazon, you think they're not thinking about bringing Dak and CD and Pickens over to the table to have a party? They've had Jared Goff. They had him a couple times. They're going to be objective, but believe me, if the Cowboys win tonight, they will not be disappointed. But you should be. Be the kneecap team tonight. You lose tonight, you're probably not making the playoffs. And if you do lose in your own house to a Cowboys team that was 3-5-1, you don't deserve to be. Enough of the steak and lobster Lions. Let's get back to the kneecaps. Show me what you got.
Let's go ahead and keep it a buck, Kyle. The Detroit Lions have always been played out. Sure, they'll have a couple of great seasons, but they will always come back to falling short. It's been that way their entire existence in the NFL, from the Barry Sanders days to the days of Matthew Stafford trying his damnedest to get that team into the divisional round of the playoffs. But you know what? I done started too soon. Y'all ready for this raw and uncut? Y'all ready? Let's get it. Get ready for the Angry Cowboys fans, raw and uncut.
Keeping it real. They keep it real. That's real.
Okay. That was a nice little pre-game pep rally speech that Kyle Brandt had for the Detroit Lions. A talking head who would love nothing more than to stop talking about the Dallas Cowboys. A talking head who has so much disdain for the Dallas Cowboys. A guy who would love nothing more than for the Detroit Lions to steal the Dallas Cowboys playoff hopes away from them so they don't have to talk about them in the postseason. Y'all can't allow that to happen, Cowboys Nation. As we have seen, since coming back and beating the Philadelphia Eagles and defeating Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs on Thanksgiving, the Dallas Cowboys hatred has been coming in droves, trying to bury the Dallas Cowboys' chances of making the playoffs this year. Talking heads have been secretly going to bed at night, praying to the football gods that the Dallas Cowboys lose to the Detroit Lions. Chiefs and Eagles fans, all united, coming together, looking for someone else to come kick our ass because they couldn't do it. We can't allow that to happen tonight, Cowboys Nation. On Thanksgiving, over 57 million people tuned in to watch the Dallas Cowboys continue their quest to run the table and keep our playoff hopes alive. Keep them in our control. That's the bright lights, Cowboys Nation. Just like the playoffs are the bright lights, that's the bright lights. And ever since the Las Vegas Raiders game, the Dallas Cowboys have been in the playoff mode. They've been in win or go home mode, and I love that mentality. But it doesn't stop here, Cowboys Nation. We got to go up to Detroit and show everyone tuning into this damn game why this is meant for the Dallas Cowboys. We got to go into this game with grit, with determination, and with a desire to want to win this game. Kyle Brandt was right when he said, who wants it more? The Detroit Lions are fighting for the very same thing that we are. They're fighting for their playoff lives, Cowboys Nation. They're fighting for their playoff lives just like the Kansas City Chiefs, and we didn't show the Kansas City Chiefs any pity. We don't care if it's their playoff aspirations on the line. All we care about is what we want, what we desire, what we know we can achieve, and what's right there in front of us, right there in front of our faces. Yes, the odds are stacked up against you. Yes, there are thousands of fans and talking heads who would love nothing more than for you to fold under pressure and to go back to Dallas with your tail between your legs. Yes, pressure does bust pipes, but guess what pressure does? It also creates diamonds. And yes, you have the chance to go on the road and continue to be great, to continue to go on a great run. You got the opportunity to show not only the entire NFL landscape, but you also have the opportunity to show yourselves that you deserve to be in the playoffs, that you deserve to be present during the dance, that you have what it takes to go up against any team that this league has to offer and come out on the winning side. Forget playing down to the level of your competition. Forget playing undisciplined football. Forget the drop passes and the blown coverages from earlier in this year. That shit doesn't make any difference now. It's done and over with. Also, forget what we did to the Eagles and to the Chiefs. Sure, you beat them, but that's done and over with, Cowboys Nation. You have a formidable opponent standing right there in front of you. Right there in front of you, ready to extinguish the fire that y'all call yourself on for the last 3 weeks. They're ready to stop the little run that you call yourself on. They're ready to send you home at the end of the season. You can't allow that to happen, Cowboys Nation. So go into this game hungry. Go into this game with the will to win, with the desire to win. Go into this game knowing that the Detroit Lions team has nothing on you, that they can't hold you, they can't guard you. Go into this game knowing what's at stake and knowing what you got to do in order to come back to the DFW with a dub. They're going to try and throw everything at you. They're going to throw the kitchen sink at you. They're going to try their little trick plays. They're going to try their last-minute heroics. They're going to try the two-point conversions and going for it on fourth down. You have got to stop them. You got to be able to shut down whatever it is they're looking to run against you. You got to shut it down. They talking about biting your kneecaps? Well, that's when you raise your kneecap and you knock their teeth down their throat. So go up to Detroit and show these Detroit Lions that you belong in the playoffs. You go up to Detroit and you show every single Detroit Lions fan why we are America's team. You go up there and you prove that we're not a front-running team, that we don't shrivel up when the lights get the brightest. Show them that you're not that defense that you started off with at the beginning of the season. Show them why you have a number of talking heads that are picking you for this game. But most importantly, show them why you deserve to be here. So you play this game for each and every player out on that field. You do your job at 100% for the man standing next to you. Compliment your brother on the field by winning at your position every single rep. Never give up until you hear that final whistle of the game, until the game is over. You go up to Detroit and you put belt to ass on each and every player on the Detroit Lions team. Every single time you hit that field, it is belt to ass. You go out there and you do it for your brothers. You go out there and you do it for the brothers that go to war with you every single day. Not only that, do it for Marshawn. This has been your man, the Angry Cowboys fan. Damn, Cowboys Nation, I got a little worked up, but what did you think about the message that Kyle Brandt had for the Detroit Lions? Do you have a message for our own Dallas Cowboys? If so, make sure you put it in the comment section. If you're digging this content and you want to help get it out to even more Dallas Cowboys fans, drop a like on this video, share this content with anybody that's a Cowboys fan, and if you're on your mobile device, make sure you hype this video. Doing so can almost guarantee that we'll get more Cowboys fans over here. They'll become Angry Cowboys fan family members, and we will root on our Dallas Cowboys together. And if you are DC for life and you want to see our Dallas Cowboys blow out the Detroit Lions on Thursday Night Football, hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell to be notified whenever I go live, release a video, podcast episode, film breakdowns, or Madden 26 or College Football 26 gameplay. When they put that test in front of you, you make sure you ace it every single time they put it in front of you. We can't afford to drop another game to an NFC opponent this year, Cowboys Nation. So let's make sure we kick ass and we take names so that we can come back to the DFW with another W. But this has been your man, the Angry Cowboys fan, and I'm out. Dang, Angry Cowboys fan, you done made it through the entire video. But if you want more content, you can definitely go to this video right here. Or if you want the latest episode of the Angry Cowboys Fan Podcast, you can go right here. But whatever you do, like, share, and subscribe to the channel, but remain DC for life.